When the summer came, you were not around. Hello, my babies. What's going on, everybody? I decided to log on. I haven't been on for a while, and I just wanted to talk some shit, see what's going on with everybody. It's 9 o'clock. Y'all know I don't come on at no damn 9 o'clock. So I'm going to wait till some people get into the room. But until people get into the room, I am going to read some oracles and wait for people to come, okay? Let's see what the first oracle wants to say. All right, we have two that dropped. The first one says, whenever you talk to us, it never goes unheard. We hear every single word. This is your confirmation that we are assisting you, guiding you, and ensuring your wishes finally come to fruition. Be patient, everything will come together for you. Wow. And this is so appropriate for what I want to talk about tonight. And I want to talk about my YouTube journey. I just want some more people to come into the room because I don't want them to be like, well, what did she talk about? But so I'll go ahead and read the other card. All right. So the other card says, we see that you are on the brink of a breakthrough that you have patiently been waiting for. A situation is about to come full circle. The lessons have been learned. This is a win-win situation for you. Trust that we are working behind the scenes to ensure the best outcome for you. Isn't that beautiful? Hey, everybody, who's in the room? I'm waiting for people to come. Who is in the room? This must not be any of my regulars. So, I started YouTube in 2018. I started YouTube in 2018. And that was 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. That was 7 years ago. And it really changed my life. I remember um, doing, I used to do YouTube and then I would sell the videos. And I remember the first month that I made $600, I knew that I was onto something because I hadn't made $600 in years. It had been a long time since I seen six $100 bills because I was on Section 8, you know, and prior to moving to Houston, I was living in Los Angeles and it was real rough. It was a hard life. So if something is telling you to move, pay attention to that. Like if you're feeling on the inside that you want to be in this city, that you just can't, you want to be in a certain city and you can't shake it, listen to that. But anyway, it was real hard in Los Angeles. It was predominantly, it was, well, you guys know what race predominates Los Angeles, right? And they were very mean to blacks, but they were mean to everybody, to be honest, because they were taking over. It was like a hostile tribal takeover. You know, it was deep. It's real deep. Anyway, when I had lived in LA, I was on Section 8. and I lived in this apartment that had roaches in it. It depends. It's like if you were super clean and you didn't leave any food out, then you wouldn't have a problem with the bugs. But if you left food out, they would come into your apartment. For real, for real. Hey, Queen, what's going on with you? So, something in my heart kept saying, move to Houston, because I had nowhere else to go. I didn't have any money. I couldn't offer anybody any money, you know. So my aunt came through and let me live with her. And um, things got better. I got a job as a home health care provider, and I was making like $460, like every 2 weeks. But that was more money that I had seen in a long time, right? Remember, I said I hadn't seen $600 at one time for a long time. So the man that I was with, I had been dealing with him for many years. And I told him one time, I said, I'm going to leave here. I'm so glad that man didn't ask me to marry him, because if he had asked me to marry him, I would have done it for my marriage. I would have stayed in Los Angeles. Anyway, so we're in Houston now. This is when I started YouTube, and I lived with my aunt who lived in squalor. There were rats everywhere, but I wanted to start all over again, and I didn't have anywhere else to go. So I endured that for 6 months, and then my Section 8 kicked in Houston, and I was able. Ooh, in the South, they want your Section 8 vouchers. I'm not on Section 8 anymore. I own 3 houses, so I'm not on. I just sold one actually, and the other one is paid for. But YouTube did that. But I want to tell you my story. So I moved out, and I got this cute little. Oh, in the South, they want your Section 8 voucher. They fight over it. But in LA, it was so shameful to have a Section 8 voucher. You know what I mean? So anyway, I I moved into my apartment. Oh, can you guys hear me? Oh no, I don't like that microphone. We're gonna use another microphone. Oh wow, you guys have been listening to me. So I moved to Houston. Let's get this microphone better. All right. So I moved to Houston. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I moved to Houston, and then I moved into that cute little apartment. And I had just got my heart broken. And one of the reasons why they broke my heart, or one of the reasons why they rejected me, was because I didn't have any money. This is right before Sunshine Terrell. And it was a tourist that I was dealing with, and money is very important to Tauruses. And but she saw, okay, so she was like, no, you don't have the money, you know. So I was heartbroken, and I went on YouTube to get some information about Taurus women, right? Oh, good, good. Because I was trying to find out about her. And I typed in Taurus woman and I saw a tarot reading. I was like, I've been reading tarot for years. Tarot readers are on YouTube. And I looked at this chick and she did a tarot reading on YouTube. I don't remember who she was. I said, oh, I can do that. I said, in fact, I'm going to do it right now. And I took out my phone and I recorded my first Sunshine Tarot video. And it was for Libras. And it was talking about how Libras were really gonna blow up. And that video blew. It got like, I don't remember how many views, but it was enough views that it caught my attention, you know. And I said, well, I'm gonna do, and then I saw somebody was selling their videos. Like they would do Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and then after they finished, they would sell what's that called, the divination at Vimeo. And so I copied that business style, that business plan. It's called something else. It's called a business something else. I can't think of the name right now. But if you remember it, put it in the comments section. So I said, I'm going to do that. And I knew that I was personable and I was by myself. I was very lonely too. And I just said, well, I'm going to do a YouTube channel. Fuck it. Because I was on Section 8. My rent was low enough that I could do what I wanted to do. So I started selling the videos, and then everything just took off real fast. Not real fast, but pretty fast. But deep in my heart, I always wanted to do the work that I feel like God wanted me to do, right? And I'm not trying to have a monopoly on God. You know, I like to say the God of my understanding, you know, my higher power. And I feel personally that the work that I have a passion for and the work that doors open up for me in, it has to have two of those doors open for you and you have a passion for it. Anyway, I always wanted to do the work that I felt like I was created to do. I always wanted to do the work that I felt was my purpose because it seemed like I just felt like that would make me happy. Um, it I came here on earth with that message to give to others. You have a purpose, and whatever your purpose is represented by an industry or industries. You know, to be honest, okay, so when YouTube took off, it really wasn't what I wanted to do with my life, right? I heard Tyler Terrell, I heard him say that he wants to do that for a long time, right? Um, I don't I don't want to do this for a long time. I want to do what I feel like I'm put here to do is to help people with their careers, right? I feel like I'm a career strategist. I don't know if you guys saw my certificates, but I actually went ahead and and became a certified career advisor because I just really love talking about career, talking about jobs, helping women get jobs, helping women and men with their career. I'm a career strategist. And so even though I got to where I was making, let me see, maybe $27,000 a month in 2019, that January, no, 2019, I had made $27,000 and I was in Houston and I was like, this is the time to relocate to Atlanta. This is the time to go because I have the money to do it. But outside of that, the money, was pretty good. But in my heart, I knew that God wanted me to do something else, that not that there's anything wrong with tarot readings. I will always do tarot readings, even if just 20 people watch, because I enjoy it. But I just didn't want to be doing tarot readings. You can understand that, right? I wanted to do something that I felt was meaningful. But for some people, it is the tarot, but it wasn't for me, you know. So I began to back away from the channel and I began to be erratic and inconsistent. And I was doing that because I knew that this is not what I wanted for myself for the next 20 years, you know. And so I began to, be inconsistent and not be not it wasn't fun anymore. I wanted out, to be honest. I just didn't want to do the YouTube channel anymore, but it was making me so much money. And so I got really overwhelmed by that. So I started eating. And that's what the weight is about for me. It was about my career. They say that, like if you are overweight, not only do you have to take off the weight with exercise and diet, but you got to find out what's wrong. Like what led to this. So anyway, I started being inconsistent and I noticed that the viewership started to drop. And there was a part of me that was okay with that because I knew that with big views, I wasn't going to go anywhere. You know what I mean? I think most people today know what I mean. But I have a TikTok and it has a lot of big views and I don't want to fuck with it no more. Um, but anyway, so ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to help people with their careers. And that's another thing. That's another way that you know what your purpose is. You have wanted to do this thing since you were a child, usually. You know what your purpose is because you have natural talents in that area. You have a passion for this thing, and the doors open for you. All right. The doors have to open for you. Like, for instance, doors didn't really open for me. But when I took the class to become a career advisor, the class was $960. And I said at that time, God, where am I going to get $960 for a class? Do you know I found $450 at Red Lobster in the parking lot? I actually found um, 900, but I split it with the person that was with me because I was driving and I said, is that money? And she hopped out of the car and she got the money and we split it down the middle. When I put out resumes for career advising positions, I am called every 3 days. Every 3 days, I get some type of offer for an interview. So anyway, I was pulling away from YouTube, but I didn't know where to go. I knew I didn't want to do tarot readings my whole life, and I knew that I didn't want to. Not that I don't love you guys, I love you guys, but like I said, you feel me. I wanted to do something that I wanted to do career advising, you know? So I went to school and got the certification And then I got some more experience. And then I got a website. And then I got some more experience until I finally got hired as an employment specialist. And at this job, I start March 10th. And that's what I want to do. And hopefully I didn't just jinx it, okay? Orientation is supposed to be March 10th, but I went through so many hoops to get that job. But do you see how I'm smiling? Because it puts a smile on my face. At this time in my life, at the age that I'm at now, I really aim for the quality of my life instead of the quantity of dollars, because I know what it's like to have a lot of money and not be fulfilled. You know what I mean? Thank you. Appreciate that. So, when I start this job, I don't know how often I'm going to be on here, but I'm not going to leave. Yeah, emotional fulfillment. Hey, Genevieve, that's my daughter, you guys. Um, Emotional fulfillment. That's how I feel at this new position, because everything I ever wanted to do, I will be doing there. I hope everything works out okay. To be honest with you, I'm a little overwhelmed by it because I feel like it's too good to be true. But I'm trying to stay I'm trying to stay positive about it, you know. But yeah, you guys, so that's about it. That is about it. So how are you guys doing? How's everybody doing tonight? I don't know why I have these cards in my hand. I really don't. But anyway, so I cannot believe that I'm going to be doing what I'm going to be doing. I can't believe that somebody is going to pay me to do this. I am so thrilled about this job. I don't know what to do. Um, I hope I don't jinx it. I hope I just didn't jinx it. Oh, spirit tunes into tarot. Thank you. Yeah, I don't ever want to close this door, but I do feel like when I start my new job, I'm going to have to be focusing on that. I'm so excited because you know why I'm so excited? Because I really am, through the power of God, going to really be helping these women. They're going to get helped because when it comes to career advising, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm a little intimidated, but I'm real excited. I hope everything works out. I really do. I seen in the cards, oh, there is this reader. Oh, Lily Tarot. She read my work situation down to a T. Ooh, that girl is good. And that's another thing. I want to do something that I'm the top at, because when it comes to helping people get jobs, I do a damn good job with that. And if there was another like career advisor, they would have competition. There are some people who read much better than me. I don't like that. I want to be in the category where I'm competitive, and I'm competitive in that category, you know? Thank you. I'm not going to tell anybody else because I'm not going to jinx. I don't want to jinx it. You know, sometimes people have bad juju, but don't jinx my blessing because all you're going to do is jinx your blessing. But I had I had prayed to God and I said, or God knew in my heart, I want to do work that worships you. Ooh, work that worships God. You know that in Ecclesiastics, I think it's, don't get me to lie. I know it's 18, it's verse 18. I just don't know what chapter it is. It says, it's a good thing to find satisfaction in your toilsome labor. I love that. It's a good thing to like your job. That's what King Solomon said. It's a good thing that, and you know what I think is interesting, Genevieve? Are you still in here? You guys know what I think is interesting? And who said, did somebody just say, I can't wait till I find something too? What are you talking about, Spirit Tunes into Tarot? Are you saying you can't wait till you find a job, your passion? What are you saying you can't wait until I find something to about? You know what I think is interesting is nobody ever told me while I when I was a young girl that when I get a job to make sure that it was something that I liked. Nobody ever said that. I never got any type of guidance on making career choices. Nobody ever said get a job that you like. I mean, doesn't that make sense? It makes so much sense that it's almost common sense, right? But common sense ain't common. I didn't have the common sense to get a job that I like. I didn't know. Do you understand that nobody around me ever said apply for a job that you think you would like? It was always, bitch, you better go get you a job. The hell are you talking about? You like it. Don't nobody give a good goddamn what you like. You better get your butt up and get a job. That's what I got the impression of, you know? Oh, you're trying to get a new job. What are you trying to get a new job? Spirit Tunes and Tarot, what kind of job are you trying to get? I love helping people get jobs, but I'm getting paid for it now. I was a caregiver, live and lost myself. Oh, what kind of job are you trying to get now? You trying to be a caregiver again? So I'm not going to tell anybody else. In fact, I'm going to erase this video just so only 11 of you guys know, but I'm not going to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. So when I started to see God take Sunshine Tarot so that I could get into the position that He wanted me to get in. Oh, yeah, like your job. It's just as easy. I know I'm jumping. Okay, I'm an air sign, triple air. No, I'm more than triple air. Everything in my chart is air. Everything. I think Jupiter is in Sagittarius, but everything is in air. So, yes, I'm going to jump subjects. But back to getting a job, who do we have here? Hi, lovely. Good. Oh, you're disabled. Oh, okay. So, what do you like to do? Hello. So, my suggestion as a career advisor, let me throw my little title around as a certified career advisor. My advice is all of the business psychologists like Dr. Holland and Dr. Super, they all seem to say that in order to really be good at a job, it would be best if you liked it. They all say that when you get a job that you're interested in, your job performance is better. And if your job performance is good, then what does that mean? That means longevity. Well, unless Trump is the president, that means longevity and that means security. We only got 3 more years. All right, 4 years. We can do this. We all need to be praying though, because this is a mess. This is a mess, you know. And Elon Musk, I don't have what is going on. I don't know. We are just sitting here watching a movie. I feel like I'm in a movie. The way that these mass deportations are going and how Elon Musk and Donald Trump are just I mean, just ripping apart people's lives. He wants to dismantle the federal government? Ah, man, and Congress is just sitting up here letting him do whatever he I don't know. I don't know. I tell you one thing, I'm real scared. I'm really scared. Do you have a resume? Spirit Tunes? Even if you don't have work history, if you were a caregiver, you can get a job as a caregiver. That will probably be the easiest job to get too. And that was the first job that I ever had. I mean, was it? No, not ever had. It was one of my first jobs was a caregiver. Old one? Oh, okay. Well, step one for you is to update your resume because a resume is how a person knows who you are. Telenovela? That's what I'm watching. Oh, okay. So anyway, oh, to do caregiving anymore? Oh, so you're going through a career transition. Yeah, Lovely 22 is downstairs in the I don't know what room that is. We just found out what the formal dining room was. We finally put um a dining room table in there. We didn't know what it was. And there's another room. I have no idea what that room is, but that's where that picture is. Yeah, so what do you do, lovely 22? Oh, that is so sweet. What sign are you, lovely 22? Well, the advice that I would give you, if you would, if I could be so humble to suggest something, is when you apply for jobs, it's not hard to apply for a job that you may like. When you read what the job is, just ask yourself, would I like that? You know, would I like to do that for 8 hours a day? Because my job, I would do it for 15 hours a day. I would do it for free. I told that lady at the interview, I said, I can do this job. I told her, I can do this job. I'm so tired of paying taxes. Your Venus is in Libra. What do you do for a living, lovely 22? Use your microphone on your iPhone if you have one, and it will text for you. She said, I'm your favorite sign, Sagittarius. And I think my Venus is in Libra. Uh, what do you do for a living? Let's pull another oracle. Oh, we had a real good oracle. All right. I work in the financial sector of the healthcare field in Georgia. Okay. Do you like your job? Hi, conservatively correct. Your Venus is in Scorpio. Whoa. Have you thought about working at a funeral home? Spirits, tunes into tarot? I know that writing a resume can be a little overwhelming, but what I suggest you do is type in a resume that looks like, search for a resume in Google, whatever job you're trying to go towards. So you and type in the resume for that. Spirit tunes in tarot. Are you hearing me? So, what kind of work are you trying to get into? Because it's very depressing to not have a job. Unless, oh, you have a husband. Oh, okay, child. I ain't paying attention to you. I thought you was depressed. My job is very fulfilling. Oh, good. I just wish the pay could keep up with inflation. This field is very competitive to the current nature of our economy and administration. Oh, well, you might need to get some more certifications or improve your skill set so you can be more competitive in the job market, right? Because normally you get paid the level of your skills, right? So if you want to get paid more, you probably need to upgrade your skills through, and that's what I did. And thank you for saying that too, because let Elon Musk have his way. We all are going to be using AI for everything. I mean, well, doing what? You're welcome. Do you doing what? Spirit tunes into tarot. What else does anybody conservatively correct? Do you work or do you have a business? Oh, okay. You work well with the public. That's a big plus. So, and you're disabled. When you say disabled, are you able? So, I don't know what your limitations are. But one of the things that you might want to do is go to Chat GPT. Wow, really? Sales director?
sales director. You directing shit. That's impressive. Um, Spirit tunes into Tarot. Wherever you work, wherever you live, you might want to go to Chat GPT and type in companies who are welcoming to disabled employees. Something like that. Companies. Oh, you work as a teacher. Do you like it? Conservatively correct. Do you like your job? Oh, stressful, but it's a job. Huh. You have you know, oh, okay. So you can put that down on your resume. Spirit tunes into Tarot. Oh, really? You're fulfilled as a teacher. Yeah. So what we were talking about earlier, conservatively correct, was nobody ever told me that I could apply for a job that I would actually like. You got to pay attention to what you find interesting. Whatever you have a passion for is represented by industries. There are entire industries that are built around that passion. And I'm sure there's an entry level position that you can do at night or on the weekend, or maybe even get a job in that direction. Yeah, we were saying how nobody ever told us to like our job. Like, it was like what you just said. It's a job. But, you know, I looked at it as toilsome labor. That's how I looked at a job, exactly how the Bible said. Toilsome labor. Oh, well, you definitely need to put that on your resume, and don't tell them that it was your business. It if Yeah, don't tell them it was your business. Oh, I'm so glad that you have a fulfilling job. That makes my heart sing. Oh, yeah. And the other thing too is make sure your resume is professionally done, because most people have a DIY resume, do it yourself resume. But, I used to do staffing a long time ago, and it's something about a pretty resume. It's just something about a resume that somebody took the time to make pretty. It stands out, you know. I have this ex- I got my resume professionally done, and I hired a career coach. That's what I did. And the career coach said, I can't promise you that you'll get a job. He says, but I definitely think working with me will increase your probability of getting one. Uh huh. She says one that flows well, but another thing that you need to do in order to get hired faster is a LinkedIn account. You need an active LinkedIn account. It shows that you are a professional and that you are serious about your career and how you present yourself. A lot of recruiters recruit from LinkedIn. Oh, you want to do something fun? Really? Well, what do you like to do? Well, hey, if you have gotten that far to be a sales director without a LinkedIn account so far, I wouldn't worry about it. But what happens is a lot of recruiters begin to contact you and see if you're interested in other positions. It's a way well, you don't have to put your picture up there. You like research? So you want to be a researcher? What kind of research? You want to work in a library? Big time conservatively correct. As a matter of fact, my career coach insisted that I put a LinkedIn account together. He said that the newest um, hiring trend now is that people are hiring people through personal ref- referrals. So what he had me to do was to go on LinkedIn and introduce myself to somebody through a company, through their recruiter. Just say, hi, this is who I am. But sometimes they come without you doing anything. Really? Working in a library or, yeah, I see you doing research. Would you like to do research for medicine, research for, um, what would you like to do research in? Conservatively correct. Yeah, they do recruit from LinkedIn, and and sometimes they find you. You know, and LinkedIn will link you up with other people who do what you do. And some I've gotten one time I got linked up with a girl who had a staffing agency. I was going to start it over again, and she was making $1 million from it. And I found her on LinkedIn. They linked us together. And I just started messaging her, and she gave me all this wealth of advice and never talked to her again. Then I talked to someone else they linked me together with, and I discovered that I did not want to do what they were saying to do, but I get a link all the time. Ah, you are just doing the damn thing. Okay, if you can develop your farm, I can be bold enough to go to Hawaii. I just don't want to sit on the plane for 10 hours. Spirits into Tarot. What sounds fun? Researching medicine, researching funeral homes. You said you have Venus and Scorpio. What sounds fun to you? Working at a library? What else do you guys do? Well, Spirit tunes into Tarot. If you need help, I know somebody to refer you to, and he will write up your resume and make it look so nice. But then again, let me show you what I want to show you guys these beautiful resumes. See, when you do your own resume, it has a do it yourself look to it. But when you get your resume professionally done, it will definitely increase your chances of being of getting an interview. Let me show you what a professionally done resume looks like. Doesn't that look nice? Can you see it? I don't know if you can really see it. My resume looks something like that. I had it professionally done. You see what I'm saying? Let's look at another resume that's professionally done. And you know what's so funny is the LinkedIn account is here. And every last one of these resumes, there is a section for a LinkedIn account. Because if if you don't have a LinkedIn account and you're a professional, you just playing. You're just playing. But what do I know? Okay, but here's another professional looking resume. And look, here's the LinkedIn position. Doesn't that look nice? If you want to, you can get this from Etsy. Etsy. That looks nice. I might buy this. I might do this. I think I might add this to my cart. Yeah. That's a fake number. That card don't even work no more. You guys see what I'm saying? Yeah, get it done professionally. But you need to start it off. Your resume should be one page, but yeah, you got to know what you're trying to do first. What did you say would be fun doing? Would you like to do research for? Would you like to do research for medicine? Would you like to do research for a lab? Would you like to do research, any type of research? Or did you say spirits, tunes, and tarot? Or did you say that you wanted to work as a librarian? Yeah, if you're really serious about getting the job, go to Fiverr, Fiverr, or Fiverr, however it's called, and look up career coach. Get you a career coach, and they will do a resume for you that will get you hired. Or, I mean, that will get you the interview. Yeah. I am an employment specialist. All right, let's see what's in the cards for those of you who are here. We'll just do 3 cards. And this is some random shit too, okay? Oh no. 5 of Pentacles. Some of you are experiencing some financial problems, some loss, right? But you're going to slowly get out of this. You're going to, with the Knight of Pentacles, it's going to be slow, but it ends with the Six of Pentacles, which is generosity and charity. So it looks like financial problems are going to slowly be behind you. And it looks like you're moving towards financial stability. Spirits, tunes, and tarot, do you have a channel? Let's see if I can find you. Spirit. Um, Tunes into tarot. Do you have a channel? Tunes into tarot. Shara, or you do have a channel. Well, hello, lady. I see you. Oh, you haven't read for a while? Let's see, when was the last time you read? Oh, 11 months ago? No, you read in January. What? Yeah? Yeah. I see you. Oh, you've been under the weather. I understand. But that it looks like that's behind you. That's what that 5 of Pentacles could have been talking about. It looks like that's behind you. You guys are all moving towards financial security is what I see. But So that's it, you guys. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what you need. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. But yeah, that's what you need, a professional resume. Or go to Etsy, because this is how your resume is going to look if you go to a professional one anyway. So you might as well go to Etsy and get your own. I just love looking at this stuff. Like, I could look at this all day. I mean, because it's amazing how what a clean looking, professionally formatted resume will do for your um, job searching. Because people most of the people that you run into, I mean, who's going to get your resume is a woman. And women, what? We like what? We like pretty things. Isn't that pretty? Now, what do you guys think about a resume that looked like that? What would you say if you were a woman and a resume that looked like that? Oh, you like that one? Yeah. So if you were hiring someone and you had all these do-it-yourself resume, and then you come across this resume, what would you say? I would say this woman is a professional. This woman values herself. She wants to present herself. This woman, with a lot of uh, class. I would say this woman is serious about her career. She's serious about this position, and she's not here to play. Yes, that's what I would say. She is not here to play. So the next thing is go to the University of YouTube to learn how to answer interview questions. That's how I learned how to answer them. For instance, 99.9% of the time, if you get your resume professionally done, or you use one of those Etsy, because that's what the professionals use. They use, formats like that. You will get an interview, and 99.9% of the time, they're going to ask this question all around the world. The very first question in an interview is, so tell me a little bit about yourself. And that's when you want to go to the job description and literally memorize a sentence and tell them that you have done that. Like, let's say, tell me a little bit about yourself, Nicole. And I go to their website for the job, and they say things, oh, hold on. No. And they say things like, we need someone to source and collaborate with uh, employers to facilitate employment um, for our women. So when they say, tell me a little bit about yourself, I say, I used to collaborate and source employers to help. I mean, if it's what you really did, to help such and such and such and such. When they ask you about yourself, what they really want to know is, can you do the job? So what you really focus on is how much you you can do this job. They're looking for this. You got to memorize what they're looking for and what they need somebody to do. That's what I did. Also, prepare for, as most of the jobs now, they ask situational questions, job interviews. So tell me a time when you did something. So tell me a time when you had a difficult colleague and you had to get a project done. So tell me, how do you measure success for this job? And they may not give you any feedback, but they're just writing the answers. That's what the job market is like now for some jobs, right? Hey, Jakila, good to see you. That girl, yeah, and she knows what her value is, right? Jakila, I was just showing them some. Yeah, they'll tell you what they're looking for. So when you go to that job requisition, see, most people are not going to go to that job requisition and memorize some of the things that these people are saying they're wanting. And another thing is, when you create your resume, use their language. Use the language on the job description that matches what you've done. Like, maybe you answered phones and gave the message to the right person. And so on your resume, you might put answer phone and took messages. But when you go to the job description, it says managed incoming calls and equally distributed said messages to appropriate people. Well, that's how you say it on your resume. Speak their language, dance to their music. If that's what how they want to talk, we going to talk like you cuz you got the money. Yes, baby. That's what's up. So, another thing too is another thing you might want to do is, when you are thinking about what you want to do for your next job, and maybe you've never done it before. Maybe you're looking at a job and you've never done some of these things before, right? If you are capable of doing it, then put that in your resume, right? Capable of sourcing and outsourcing student faculty. You can put capable of, because that's a real you know what I mean. They don't they're like, well, did she I you can use the word capable of, or if you see them say that they need somebody who has experience in Microsoft Outlook, and you know that you can go to YouTube and learn that in a day, go ahead and put it on your resume, or you tell them that you have experience with Microsoft Outlook. You see? Yeah, play on words. They have all this sophisticated stuff. Yeah. They want to know that you can communicate effectively. So, yeah, find out what you want to do. Go to the internet and get that resume that's already done, and copy and paste the shit that she did that either you can do, you have done, or you're capable of doing. Because sometimes they use big words to mean some small shit. Like, they'll say proficient in d- documenting intricate database system, appropriately applying the database to the right facility. And all you're doing is typing in somebody's name on the computer. I got to go to the bathroom. Everybody has different boundaries. Hi, Sapphire. I went to the bathroom. You know, how old are you, Spirit? Everybody has different boundaries. Jakayla, you still here? She makes cakes, you guys. um, like, I want for some of you, I want your boundary to be that you're not going to work someplace or do something that you don't like. So, how do you make sure that happens? You only apply for jobs that you would like. Now, just you can apply for a job that you like just as easily as you can apply for a job that you don't like. Don't apply for a job that you don't like because you're going to make everybody miserable. You're going to be miserable. The customers are going to be miserable. The manager is going to be miserable. It's just going to be a miserable experience. Apply for a job that you like, right? And you can like lots of things, right? Aren't there a lot of things that you like? I like animals. I can get down with the puppies. I can do something that I like. Just make sure you like it. Oh, okay. Work in a bakery. Jakayla, are you here? Jakayla makes cakes. She left, I guess. She said she was just dropping by to say hi. Oh, okay. You were as a private chef too? Yeah. Okay. Well, it looks like you like a lot of things. That's great. You can apply for a lot of jobs. There's a whole bunch of jobs you can apply for because you like a lot of stuff. And that's fun. You said you want to have fun. You want to volunteer too? That's fine. That's fine. That can be done. Hi, Celeste. What do you do for a living, Celeste? Now, I want to talk to you about the the most difficult part of getting a job that you like. I believe personally that the number one reason that people don't get jobs that they like is because 99.9% of the time they're not applying to them. You're not going to get a job that you don't apply to. Doesn't that make sense? Right? Doesn't that sound like some common sense? right? So don't even apply to a job that you don't like because it's not the job that God wants you to have. Because God is joy and passion. He's a passionate God. He's joyful. He wants you to be happy, or she or it or they or whatever floats your boat. Allah, Buddha, whomever. Sales and real estate. Oh, good, Celeste. I'm glad you love your job. Wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. But yeah, you can you have to apply for a job that you like. And doesn't that make common is that common sense? And nobody ever told me that basic common sense. Make sure you like it before you attach your resume. Where do you look for jobs at? Indeed, ZipRecruiter, LinkedIn, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, Celeste, thank you. That's so sweet. I love hearing that. Really, Contessa? What sign do we have in the room? What signs do we have in the room? Spirit, you're all over the place, lady. You're all over the place. You need to kind of tune in and zone in on one thing or three things that you like. Here, this is an assignment I have for you. Sagittarius, Scorpio, what sign are you, Spirit? Are you a Gemini? Okay, Sapphire. Thank you, Spirit. I think so too. So, this is what may help you, Spirit. Write down all the jobs that you've had from when you were a little girl. Then, from your list, I want you to circle three jobs on that list that would be the easiest to get to with the least amount of effort. Three jobs on that list that would be the easiest to get to with the least amount of effort. You know what you should do? You should apply for some tarot companies. Like, you should apply to work at, I can't think of their names, but I worked for a tarot company and I did chat only. I just did chat. Um, but there is a company called, well, there's one called Psychics for Hire, and you just put your information there and he'll call you back and you can charge whatever you want. Oh, you're an artist. Okay. Okay, you guys. Sapphire, if you go become a realtor, make sure you like it. Whatever you do, just make sure you like it. That's all I want to say. What type of art do you make? And is it making you money? Is it making you money? So, yeah, write down all the jobs you've had, jobs where you got paid, and then circle the three jobs that would be the easiest with the least amount of effort. Hey, Renisha, circle the jobs that would be the easiest with the least amount of effort. Then, of the three jobs that's the easiest with the least amount of effort, right? Write down the top job that would be the easiest for you to get with the least amount of effort. It's not making you money, right? We got to do something that's going to make you money, and you can do the art on the weekends. And you can find something that you like. Maybe you can work in an art gallery, you know? Maybe there's a way to combine your interests with something that can pay you, right? Cuz spirit, yeah. Yeah. I think you're going to have a breakthrough. You're going to have a breakthrough. All right, you guys. Well, I'm going to call it a night. I'm trying not to take these Tylenol PM because I need to be alert. You know what I mean? And they really make you go to sleep. Well, yes, Sapphire, that was the message today. The message today was make sure you like a job that you apply for. I think that I said the number one reason that people don't have jobs that they like is because they don't apply to them. I know sometimes it's just so simplistic that it's just basic common sense. You got to apply for the jobs that you like. So when you go to Indeed and you look for jobs, ask yourself, would I like this? But sometimes you just need a job, and I get that. So if it's possible to squeeze it in a little bit though, would I like this? Is this something I can do that I like? But if it's like, yeah, I like it because it's gonna pay me, I'll learn to like it. Okay, I get it. Because see, that's how it is with a good man. Sometimes when you get somebody who's good to you, you got to learn to love them because that attraction comes with all that toxic shit, right? It's when all that toxic stuff is happening that you feel so impassioned, so much passion and so much love. But you got to ask yourself, what price am I willing to pay for the spark? Because you can learn to love somebody. Get a good man who treats you right. And it might be boring, but eventually you will learn to love that man. And it's the same with a job. Where are you at? Hey, Lois. Spirit, that where what do you mean? Lois, how's your business going? So yeah, you guys, that's it. Just make sure um while you're looking for a job, you like what you like it. You like it. Please don't be someplace that you don't like because you're going to make us all miserable. Can't you tell when somebody don't like their job? Can you tell when somebody doesn't like their job? So don't be one of those people that don't like their jobs and you're sitting up there being mean to everybody. All right, you guys, I'm going to call it a night. Oh, that's true. Oh, what part? I can't follow you, Spirit. What's your name? Yeah, definitely like. Is that right, Lois? Right. Life is too short, and that's that's my that's my boundary, you know. That was my boundary, but I did have a little cushion that enabled me to be, like a little picky about my jobs. But to be honest, if my cushion was gone and I wasn't getting any calls back, I would have had to do what I had to do. I would have just went ahead and did what I had to do. But it's funny because the more I liked the jobs, the more calls I got back. Because it was an indication that you're on the right path. You know, doing something for money is not always fulfilling, but it depends on how old you are. If you're in your 20s, yeah, do stuff for money, shit. But when you get older, the quality of life is more important than the quantity of dollars, you know. And I want to work and feel the feeling of passion. I love the feeling of passion. And I want you to feel passion when you work too, unless you don't want to. Oh, your heart's not in it. Well, what is your heart's in? Oh, Bree. Well, what is your heart in? Do you know what your heart is in? Hey, Tia. That is exactly why, as an employment specialist, the first thing I do when a client comes in is we're going to take a career assessment. And the first assessment assess your interest so we can find out what you're interested in, because Dr. Holland and Dr. Super, both business psychologists, says that your success is really dependent upon your passion or your interests, because you'll have a tendency of working hard, working smart, and you will like what you do. You go the extra mile. God is with you. There's a scripture. Well, you should be a business coach, Lois. I think you should think about going to coaching school and becoming a coach. How does that sound? Does that sound right? Let's see. Lois. Lois. Lois, I don't know why I'm seeing animals around you. I'm seeing a pig. Or is that the other lady who said that she wants a farm? Somebody said they wanted a farm here. Lois like, girl, I don't want no damn farm. Um, so I've been working on this. I've been working on this workshop, and I'm gonna. So, did you guys like those resumes? Which resume did you like better? Which one did you like the best? Here's another one, Bree. Lois, have you thought about business coaching? That doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel right. Okay, what about this resume? Doesn't that resume look nice? Did you guys see this one? I don't know if you can really see it. Hi, Joe. Oh, excuse me, you guys. Mm-hmm. The confidence in what? You mean when I went into the job, or the confidence in what? All right. I had applied for a job at the Goodwill, and the Goodwill did not like my confidence at all. I could have did that job. They know damn well I could have done that job. That would have been a great job to have. But I thought you said your heart's not in it. How do you want to help other people? Helping other businesses and the community. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, the one resume with the girl in the white. Let's see. Oh, I thought you said your heart's not in it. You're confusing me, Lois. First you say your heart's not in what? Doing what you first you say your heart's not in it. You want to help people helping your heart is not in helping other businesses and the community. Well, what is your heart in? Oh, this is the one you like, Bree. Well, it's $11 if you want it at Etsy. You just go and type resume templates because I'm definitely gonna get this. Not this one. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Mm. Oh, your heart is not in healthcare, but your heart is in helping businesses with your MBA. Oh, good, good. And the way that you know if this is the path, the way that I know at least, if it's the path for me, is doors open. If doors ain't opening, and it's hard, you know, that might not be it. All right, y'all, I'm about to go. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to erase this. Take care. Good luck, Bree. God bless.